Okay, it's a quick video compare between three all balanced armature sets. One is the Studio SA6 MK2 that I just did a video for. The other is the Kiwi Ears Light Orchestra. And another, which I totally forgot about, was the Symphonium audio in collaboration with Nightjar, METEOR. And I ended up listening to the METEOR last night because I'm going to be getting the Storm. By the way, if you want to win the Symphonium audio METEOR, please comment, like, and subscribe this video right here. After I get the Storm by Subtonic, I'm going to do a video with this, that, and a couple other of their sets all in one video, plus a Storm video. But once I'm done with that video, I can send this out, and I'm going to go ahead and send the boys at Symphonium $600 via PayPal so I can pay for it myself, because they sent this to me and I'm choosing to give it away to somebody. It's a really, really, really good set. If you won this, you would be really lucky. I would highly recommend trying to get it because it's an excellent set. It's the best all BA set in its price range. Let me tip my hat right there. I'm going to spin for the retail inbox with my HBB logo on the inside of it. Studio SA6 MK2, so that'll be at the end of this video. Let me try not to whip my head around too much. Let me get over here to the frequency graph. Now, let me move over here. Let's go ahead and let's throw up a border right about now. Similar to a $249 Kiwi Ears Orchestra Lite. It's really half the price of these two, but it's new, it's recent, and I think it's really good. The other one is the METEOR, which is $599, and the Dunu SA6 MK2, which is $579. When I did the video, it totally slipped my mind how really close these are in price, and I really should put them together. And today I did with my library, took down all my notes, and this is what I think. I think in the low frequency, I think that the bass all goes to the METEOR. The METEOR has a balanced armature like the other two sets. I've mentioned many times before that I think that balanced armatures need somewhat of a compensation boost in the low end because they don't sound quite as tactile as dynamic drivers and have the same force and energy, but you can boost it up a little bit and you get more DD-like without the penalty of extended diaphragm that's having difficulty getting back to do the mids. Kind of the problem with DDs. One of the weak points is too much bass and immediately starts to degrade the quality of the mids. When you have separated drivers like multi-BA sets, you don't really suffer from that. I think the bass, and this goes great with stuff like Big Boy Killjill, which is right, let me get back into this screen. Right here, it is one of the better. This is a really good set. I think there's a lot of fans out there for this set. I would recommend that if you have a budget of around this price, $599, and you're really into BAs because DDs just don't seem to do it for you because you like the slightly cleaner replay. This doesn't have any metallic kind of timbre or sound to it. This would be definitely a set you ought to take a look at some other reviews for or talk to some people whose opinion you respect. I think it's a really good set. It has plenty of good energy for low stuff like Big Boy Killjill, Pack Like Sardines in a Question Box by Radiohead, Violent by Tupac off the Tupacalypse Now CD. All of those things sound really good. Metallica sounds good on the METEOR. Sounds excellent, actually. Crunching guitar riffs, solos, everything sounds really good. Male and female vocals on Fleetwood Mac sound good. If there was something about this set that I would say would maybe the warmth is noticeable and not the greatest way, would be maybe Vivaldi. I like it, but I can see how other people might not. In the same way that I can see how people like variations for female vocals, though that's not my thing. I think that maybe something like the Orchestra Lite would be better suited for a classical and even the SA6 MK2 than the METEOR, though I would still take it there. I think in the mids, just overall cleanliness, unmessed with, no lift, no husk on vocals, none of that, nothing getting in the way of stuff like Vivaldi, which is, I believe, right around here, or I passed it already. Here we go. I would give that to the Orchestra Lite. Just right there. If I were to go to treble now, I would say that the upper mids to treble area is something that I would give to the, again, the METEOR. The late boost can sometimes sound too fatiguing or energetic with cymbal strikes and upper harmonics of vocals and other things that exist up there, including the piano. But the balance of the low end really gives it a lively musical replay. It's a really, really good set. I think resolution, despite its low end boost, kind of balanced up by the late treble boost, it sounds more like all of the details are there, even though it's got a full mids as far as the mid bass is kind of blooming into it. Because it's BAs, it's not really having that much of an issue with it. Now, going to the spider graph, let me go ahead and put that up. I got it in front of me. I think that the bass goes, I think this goes all the way around. I'll go through this quickly. I think the bass and the mids are the METEOR. I think the treble is clearly the METEOR. When I listen to this set, the bass really in a sense too. This set sounds, when I A and B, which is take that with a grain of salt, because that's literally taking something like this 6-way splitter and then pulling one set out of my ears, switching to the other, leaving one in the left ear and putting the other in the right. I'm right ear dominant, and switching back and forth, just getting a general sense for, and taking into consideration impedance and the different drivability for the sets. Which one sounds like more resolving and cleaner and musical to me? The METEOR, clearly. It's what's provoking this video to be done right now. It's an exceptional set. The resolution is just really good. The stage also sounds large. That's probably attributed to the late treble. I like the tonality because everybody knows I like my low end. I think if we're talking strictly value, it's the one place with the Kiwi Ears Orchestra Lite, because it's literally half the price and it is a good set all by itself, and would play back most libraries, sans probably hip hop and trip hop and stuff like that. Now I'm going to move over and take a look at the frequency graph of these three sets. You notice that the METEOR has a lot more bass than the other two sets. The only thing that I'll point out is one, that it's really gliding in at about the same trajectory to the mids as the other sets, and again it's balanced armature. This isn't the same as having a DD set elevated in the same way, and it's simply not getting in the way of stuff. Even female vocals seem to be doing well on this. The only place where I can really think like that's kind of warm is with violins. Concerto No. 1, Vivaldi. That's the only time I thought, oh, that might not be the people that want to get that set. Now I'm going to go ahead and take out the METEOR. And now we're just looking at the Mark II and the Kiwi ears. The Mark II, as I mentioned in the original video, it's got such a subdued upper mids replay that it's really creating a smooth overall replay overall to everything. Everything sounds smooth, not blunted. I'm not going to use terms like that, but it's just it's a very smooth operator. Now when you play that, let me take the other one out and put this back in. When you put that up against something that's got more bass, it's got more upper mid ear gain, and it's got more late treble and about the same upper mids, you've got a much more engaging, lively, energetic replay with the METEOR. It's a really, really good set. I would highly recommend it, again, in its price range. If you're considering getting the Studio SA6 Mark II, the METEOR is $20 more. If you can get your hands on both before you pull the trigger, I'd recommend getting your hands on both. If you can't do that, then ask somebody like Giz Audio, tell them what your main library is, somebody that's got both of these sets, and then ask them what they would do. Tell your library and be very clear with that. This reviewer with my library that you guys usually see, which is hip-hop, rock bass, mixed with some classical, some reggae, I would definitely pick the METEOR over the Dunu. It's really actually an easy thing when I'm listening both of them at the same sit-down. So that's that video. Good set. I think that the SA6 Mark II is overpriced, actually, now that I'm sitting here, or the METEOR is underpriced. I don't think the METEOR is underpriced. I think that maybe the SA6 Mark II is slightly overpriced. Okay, let me spin that again. That was the old wheel. Let me spin this one because I gotta get the comments from the appropriate video. Here we go. And again, this is the set that's right on top of my table that's gonna get sent out. Manny Scoot. Oh, it's the first time I've seen a winner that I recognize the name. Manny Scoot, you won. Get in contact with me. There's a dog barking. Everybody's cheering for you, bro. Congrats, Manny Scoot. And I'm out. Remember the Symphonium audio, comment, like, and subscribe under this video to get that. And I'm going to take care of them with a PayPal of $600. And I'm out. Happy weekend.